Podcasts are hot right now. How do I know? Well, you're listening to one right now, aren't you? But you might be wondering, how on earth do I get my voice out there and start my own podcast? It all seems so intimidating. Between hosting and platforms and monetization, it can get real complicated real quick. Well, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We started this podcast over 2 years ago, not knowing clue one on how to do it. So how do we do it? We did it with Anchor. Anchor is the free podcast app with creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on all the platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. And everybody likes money, right? Well, you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So go right now, download the free Anchor app, or go to Anchor FM to get started.
It's the e-commerce minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart, Mroz, and John Suder. The e-commerce minute is a production of SUMO Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com.
It's e-commerce minute episode 658.
In today's episode, Panera launches coffee subscription program. All the coffee.
Coffee. We all know those people who really love coffee. Bart is one. I am another. I mean, like really, really love coffee. In fact, some people could have an IV drip of coffee shooting through their veins all times of the day, and they probably would. Until that's a reality, Panera has a solution for coffee fanatics. Just when coffee culture couldn't get more obsessive, Panera is launching the ultimate bottomless cup with an $8.99 month subscription for unlimited coffee and tea. Subscribers can get 1 cup of hot drip coffee, hot tea, or iced coffee every 2 hours, unlimited. Light roast, dark roast, hazelnut, iced or decaf coffee, as well as tea are available and can be ordered through the app, online, or in-store. You can sign up online right now or at the in-store kiosks. Subscribers will start saving money after about their 4th cup of coffee, according to prices in Richmond, Virginia, where a single cup of Panera's coffee costs $2.20 American. A subscription like this is unprecedented for Panera. Quote, "We're the first brand to do it, and we're super excited about that," end quote. Panera CEO Niran Chaudhry said, "We feel that this is a terrific way to get consumers more interested not only in our coffee platform, but also for them to get exposed to the strength of the food we have in our cafes, particularly around breakfast," end quote. Panera tested the coffee subscription in about 150 restaurants across 3 states before deciding to roll it out nationwide. Subscribers in test markets visited Panera almost every other day, and many of those customers purchased food during their visits. If the subscription model is successful, Panera could expand it to include more than just coffee. In the potential expansion, they could also plan to test different subscription points or bundle propositions to add more versatility to the subscription model. With over 160 million American adults drinking coffee every day, the coffee mug has never looked quite so half full. Yeah, this is a great idea for them.
John, you're just going to spend all your days at Panera from now on, right?
Yeah, I'll give you a little, if you're a bad guy, they always have mugs sitting at the front there, and you can just take a mug and fill it up for free. So then you can have zero.
If you're a bad guy.
See people do that. I'm like, you're an evil person. My only complaint for Panera, I go there to work once or twice a week. At 1 o'clock, all the coffee's gone. So I hope they have coffee minions stationed to refill, because if I'm paying $9 a month, I want that hot coffee, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. How the heck do they run out of coffee by 1 p.m.?
I don't know. It's weird.
That is so weird.
The things are always empty. And it's not just the one Panera. I go to 3 different ones, and it's always the same. It's a very strange thing.
That is suspicious for them to start the subscription.
Burger King tried this. They had a small test program that charged $5 a month for 1 small hot coffee per day. That fell flat in its face. But I think why Panera is doing this is they're trying to promote their breakfast business, and this will certainly translate into add-on sales, which is precisely the reason that you run programs like this, is just to get that add-on walk-in sale.
Actually, this is definitely some sort of PR, because I've been seeing a lot of bad stuff about Panera's food all over Twitter. Like a lot of viral tweets saying that Panera's food is like glorified hospital food.
You know what? It's upscale hospital food. And if anybody has the illusion that there's a chef back there carving fresh roast beef and making the cheese in the back, you need to go get your head examined, because any fast, and air quotes, fast restaurant, the food is not prepared on site. They're just reheating it. And just,
except for
Chipotle, yeah. But even that, I'm sure the main ingredients come in big bags. I mean, Panera, it's definitely a couple steps up from regular fast food. I mean, their salads are great. Everything is made fresh. But if you think the chef's back there with the little mustache and his big white hat stirring that big fresh pot going like this, bon appetit. You're delusional.
Yeah, but it's weird. When you're in conversation with people, it's like, oh, where'd you get your coffee? Oh, local coffee shop, Dunkin', Starbucks. Like, you know what I mean? It's interesting that places like Burger King and Panera that like during conversation aren't usually brought up in the coffee realm are the ones testing out coffee subscriptions.
Yeah, well, we talked about this the other day where I said McDonald's across from my gym has the best coffee in the area.
Yeah.
McDonald's coffee does slap.
McDonald's coffee rocks, man.
Slap.
Yeah, it's
Slaps
good.
and it rocks.
Brittany, I'm sorry, but that's a new one.
Oh no,
You have not brought slap to
I
a
haven't?
conversation now.
Well, it slaps. It's
yeah,
really
she gets more tea, but there's an occasional slap slid in there.
good. Slap, for those of you who don't know, means it's very tasty.
Very tasty. So Amazon, we always look to the subscription model of Amazon where if you pay whatever Prime is now, what is it, 118, 100, whatever it is, and then you get all those bolted on add-ons. On the other side of the spectrum, you have these low-cost subscriptions, which if it's something that's charged your debit card once a month, even if you don't use it a lot, you sort of forget about it. I think that's sort of an advantage for anyone who runs a subscription service. Example, even like a Birchbox or something like that. You're like, $10. Should I end the subscription? It's like more work to end the subscription. And I think they're going to get a lot of customers like that just subscribe and then forget about it. The other side of the corner will be the retired guy who's going to go, yeah, coffee all day, just for me.
That's a really good point about people forgetting that they're subscribed. I actually have a story about that. Back in the day, I had an annual membership to Club Penguin and I probably got it when I was like 10 or 11, and I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure my dad was still subscribed to that by the time they shut down their website a few years ago.
Yes, I think I had one for my son as well. Same deal. It was like I couldn't even figure out how to get out of it.
Yeah, neither could he. He would like get these emails, and I'd be like 16 years old. He was like, "What the hell?" And I'm like,
Are you using Club Penguin?
No.
All right. So this should help Panera. The only issue with Panera is they're more of a walk-in type restaurant. So I'm wondering if there would be some fatigue after a while, especially if you're at a Panera that you have to drive and find a parking spot for. I think they might have some churn on subscribers for that. The ones that obviously if they have a drive-through, that's a big win for whoever is a subscriber. We'll have to see how this works out. And I'd love to see what other things they're going to try. And as a Panera customer, I'm going to keep an eye on it. We're going to close up a little stat time. Test market saw a 25% increase in signups to Panera's loyalty program, and almost all these signups came from customers who are new to Panera, according to the company. It's very interesting. Though Panera is pitching the subscription as a way for you to save money on coffee, Panera's 150 test locations over the last 3 months saw subscribers visit 3 times more frequently and purchase 70% more in add-on items. So that's where they're going to make their money. Panera's tests in 4 markets showed an over 90% retention rate. I would like to know how long that rate was and see if that is maintained. I'd love to see a follow-up on that stat. And on average, Americans spend about $1,100 on coffee annually. You can double that for me and Bart, according to a survey by the money app Acorn. Coffee. You guys got anything else?
Yeah, we have a new podcast.
We have a new podcast. Bart caught me off guard there, but our new podcast is called In the Ring. You should go subscribe. We've got a few episodes posted already. We're going to be publishing every week. For now, the schedule is the podcast episodes will release on Thursday. So if you follow us on social media at SUMO Heavy, you'll see the announcements or sign up for our fantastic newsletter. The link to sign up is in the show notes. All right, that's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow.
That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at SUMO Heavy.